I'm Peter Smith. I'm the CEO of blockchain.info. We build software that makes it easy to use the core Bitcoin protocol.
I'm Gavin Wood. I'm the CTO of Ethereum. Ethereum is a project aimed to allow people to program the blockchain.
I'm Adam Cleary. I'm the founder of Bullion Bitcoin, and I'm also director of the UK Digital Currency Association, which is a trade association for Bitcoin. Bullion Bitcoin allows people to exchange gold bullion and Bitcoin.
Lovely, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I know you've just come off stage talking on a panel at Guildhall, Innovate Finance Global Summit, talking about the future of Bitcoin. What are the trends? What are your predictions?
I think we're going to see the upsurge of many different applications of this technology. So at the moment we see mostly currency applications, one or two registry style applications, Namecoin. I think we're going to see an awful lot more applications that are relevant to real processes in the real world. Things like the tracking of commodity products, prediction markets, gaming, insurance, financials, and a lot of things that I don't think any of us can really imagine yet.
Yeah, I think that we'll start building useful products for normal people, whether those are currency related or asset tracking related or just proving that you own something. And I think that as we do that, we'll start to see usage go up. I think we've seen usage go up steadily over time, especially at our company. But I think that as time goes on, when we start to build truly useful stuff, we'll see Bitcoin become much more part of people's lives, or more accurately, blockchain technologies being more part of people's lives in a very useful and meaningful way.
Yes, I mean, I think Bitcoin has been steadily coming into the mainstream. More and more people are reaching out and using it and seeing its utility. We are seeing it broaden out from the established centres, basically London and the East Coast and the West Coast, out towards emerging markets. Transaction volumes are rising, and there's much more to Bitcoin than just Bitcoin as a currency. But Bitcoin as a currency has a very strong network effect, and I think will be very successful.
I mean, you talked about stability, but you've all mentioned that growth has been relatively steady. What are the barriers to that, and how do we overcome them?
Well, I mean, I think that Bitcoin is a little bit like where we were in the internet, maybe in the early 90s, before everyone out there had an email account and knew about these sort of things. There was still some resistance, there was a bit of skepticism, people saying, oh, I don't think we need that, why would we look at that? So I think Bitcoin is in that early stage where you have a lot of generalized skepticism and reluctance to change, and I think there will come a point, like say 95, where suddenly everyone will do it and it becomes much more powerful.
Do you agree?
I think a lot of these things are uncertain. I think the only way that we'll see that kind of vision happen is if we start to build really useful products. And I think that that's probably going to be a pretty make or break thing for the industry over the next 18 months, is see if we can transition from building products for each other to building products that are really useful for everyday people.
And if there was an ask of Innovate Finance to help support your industry, what would that be?
To come up with new use cases for which the blockchain would be useful and could put real utility behind these tokens.
And I mean, I think Innovate Finance has very quickly established itself as a very integral and useful part of the London fintech scene, and they have this very useful role interacting with the government and the regulatory authorities, advocating for fintech. And so I think that it's a great thing that Innovate Finance has started to build itself up to become the go-to place to discuss these things in the fintech scene more widely.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. Well, thank you all very much. Really great talking to you.
Excellent.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.